This is Puerto Rican Panorama, a program that explores the challenging issues, cultural diversity, and multinational heritage of the Delaware Valley Latino community. And now, here's your host, Diego Castellanos.
Welcome to the show. We're talking today about the Hispanic Leadership Summit, and I know you've heard that before, but you know, we have this every year. It's become an annual event, and we have a panel here to tell you about this year's summit. Seated next to me is the New Jersey Assemblyman Fuentes. Next to Assemblyman Fuentes is Maritza Alston, and then we have Orlando Rivera of Tannenbaum Business Brokers, and next to Orlando is Jonathan Diego, and he is an attorney. Now, the Hispanic Leadership Summit.
That's right.
What do you want the viewers to hear about that?
Well, first of all, thank you for having us here. We're excited because we're celebrating our 4th annual Hispanic Leadership Summit for the last 4 years. So we look forward to
now,
September.
When you started it, did you intended it to be an annual affair? You didn't know it was going to. You thought it was a one-shot deal.
We
right?
had some small expectations, you know, because we wanted to recognize the value and to strengthen, you know, what we have in New Jersey. And so we thought, you know what, we need to educate, if not re-educate. We have close to 1.5 million Hispanics in the state of New Jersey. And
in the
so,
state?
In the state of
That's
New Jersey.
That's not counting the Delaware Valley. That's not counting Philadelphia, Delaware.
No.
Whoa.
I think if we add Philadelphia, Delaware, probably like 50 million. I'm only kidding.
Yeah.
But New Jersey, 1.5 million. And, you know,
the question is, do they vote?
Well, over
I'm
600,000 are eligible. You know, over 600,000 are eligible to really vote. And that's why we feel that it's a mandate. We have like a mandate to educate our folks to get involved civically, you know, with civic engagement. And I'm sure you'll hear more about the workshops.
Okay.
But yeah, it's all day, you know, with
one day.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay.
One day for this year. And, you know, hopefully down the road, we'll go into the colleges and educate
Date
students.
And place?
The place is
the
actually
date and the
the date, of course. It's on September the 20th.
Okay.
Starting at 8 o'clock in the morning with continental breakfast. It's going to be at Rowan University. Well, food is good.
But
at Rowan
the date
University.
Is September 20th, you said?
The 20th.
Okay. And the place?
And Rowan University at Glassboro.
Okay. It hasn't always been there, right? The first one was at a hotel someplace?
It was at a hotel in Mount Holly.
Okay.
And so we thought, you know what, because we strongly believe to include the college students, to get them involved, to learn about their history, to appreciate their culture.
Can anyone else?
And that was one of the things we want to focus on during all 4 years of the Hispanic Leadership Summit, is getting the young people involved, high school students, college students, giving them opportunities to network, giving them opportunities to see pioneers in the Hispanic community, first time chiefs of police, politicians, mayors, elected officials from throughout the state.
Supreme Justice.
New Jersey Supreme Court Justice, Federal District Court judges, and just opportunities for young people to see these pioneers and trailblazers to aspire to realize their potential.
You put a lot of emphasis on the youth.
Yes.
I understand you're also providing scholarships.
Yes.
Through this.
At Rowan University and through the Hispanic Leadership Summit, we're offering 6 $1,000 scholarships this year for young Hispanic students coming from high school going into Rowan University as freshmen. And actually, the students can apply. And if they would look at our website and get the information, they could apply online, or apply and get the information online.
Now, the scholarships are intended for and limited to Rowan?
Yes. Yes, the students that are coming in as freshmen, they would have to attend Rowan University.
Yeah, we strongly believe because they're hosting us, and we owe that to Rowan University.
Okay. I want to make sure that the viewers out there understand something. The summit is held in New Jersey, but it's not limited to New Jersey participants, is it?
That's correct. No, it's not limited. So folks from Delaware, from Philadelphia, we had people from New York who came last year, folks from Northern Jersey, our two keynote speakers, the Speaker of the House in New Jersey, who happens to be a Cuban American, Vincent Prieto. He's going to come and address at the gala. We also got confirmation from the Senate President of Puerto Rico, Eduardo Batia, who's coming as well. And we're trying to see if we can get our Senate President and the Senate President of Puerto Rico to do an MOU, a Memorandum of Understanding, where they'll have two students come stay with us for at least 2 weeks, and then we'll have two students, college students, Hispanic students, go to Puerto Rico and learn about civic engagement and learn about the culture and appreciate the culture.
Now, the U.S. Senator that you just mentioned, you're talking about Bob Menendez?
No, I'm talking about Steve Sweeney, our Senate President from New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
And of course, the Senate President from Puerto Rico, Batia.
Okay. Batia, yeah. Because I know that Senator Menendez has participated in the past.
He has, and a very powerful speaker.
So what can people expect that they'll be doing at the summit, besides the dinners and the good stuff? Will there be workshops? Will there be discussions? Will there be, huge crowds listening to speakers? Will there be a shopping place where people can, exhibits and stuff like that? Yes. All of the above?
Yeah. We actually are going to have about 12 to 14 workshops this year. We're extremely excited about them. We have a woman empowerment workshop, a health disparity workshop. So we're hoping to not only gear these workshops towards the young children, the young Hispanics, but we also are hoping that we attract professionals, business owners, and so that they can come in. We offer resources, networking opportunities. We have about 2 or 3 hours of workshops.
Certainly. So for the most part, during the day, we have workshops, education, and networking opportunities. And then during the evening, of course, we have a social event. We have a gala, to come to, live band, music, entertainment, to celebrate, and commemorate the day in terms of the people you've met and things you've learned and opportunities you've explored. There are
a lot of opportunities for networking.
Oh, absolutely. And there is an exhibit space, and of course, we welcome various organizations to participate in that. Various nonprofit organizations have, including the statewide Hispanic Bar Association of New Jersey, the Hispanic Lawyers Organization, which Jonathan Diego had founded, and even, of course, a very strong partnership with the New Jersey statewide Chamber of Commerce, Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. So.
Now, I had said a minute ago that it's open to Philadelphians and people from Delaware and people from anywhere. But I noticed from what you're saying that a lot of the agenda deal with New Jersey-based interests.
Certainly. So
I'm beginning to wonder, why would someone from Philadelphia or Delaware or whatever attend this?
Because these issues have no boundaries, right? So it's not a state line boundary issue, it's a Hispanic Latino issue, and that's what we're about. And just as our namesake, expresses, the Hispanic Leadership Association is putting on the annual Hispanic Leadership Summit. So the summit is to bring together all the various groups in the Hispanic community and, of course, serve those particular needs, which are varied, so yes.
We have some messages that we want the viewers to see. So don't go away, sit right there, don't leave. We will continue the discussion here in just a couple of minutes.
Building after Hurricane Sandy, employers must provide safe ladders and training to avoid falls. Never step on the top of a ladder. Make sure the ladder is secured and locks are engaged. Always keep 2 hands and a foot or 2 feet and a hand on the ladder, and don't exceed the weight a ladder can support, which includes tools and equipment, and pick the right ladder for the job. Find out more at saferaftersandy.org. This message brought to you by the New Jersey Work Environment Council.
I am amazing. I'm not a sad case or a broken kid. I like stories at bedtime. I will admire you, frustrate you, inspire you. I want someone to see the best of who I am. I have the potential to change the world. You can make a difference for foster kids. Find out what you've been missing at fostermore.org.
So who's going to do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
I've got a job to do today.
I've got a job to do today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right into your community.
Feels good to start fresh, right?
Sure does. And like that, you're a job creator.
Welcome back to Puerto Rican Panorama. I'm Diego Castellanos, and today we're talking about the Leadership Summit of New Jersey, but open to anyone who is watching us right now from the entire Delaware Valley. Through the conversation that we had in the first segment, I noticed a lot of emphasis on the youth, which is good. However, it occurs to me that in a sense, we are kind of pushing the youth, our kids, toward rallying around ethnicity. Now, some of them, especially those born here in the mainland, who've never been to Puerto Rico, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Mexico, whatever, they may have other alliances that are important to them. And is it unfair, that we are kind of pushing them toward, ethnicity rather than just letting them become part of the melting pot? Is that a thought?
I strongly believe that it's also a responsibility that we have as an association. We really want to educate our young people about the gift of our culture. And so from all levels, and I appreciate those values. We probably had parents who came here and got too busy in not educating or teaching about our values. And so they will learn that, because we will also have a moment of cultural celebration, la bomba, la plena. People can really appreciate, wow, I didn't know that was part of our culture. And so also education, that saying that the more educated you are, the more successful you'll be. We want to really instill that to our young people.
I think education is necessary, to everyone. And I believe about the importance of our culture. That's what this show happens to be about. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that, some of them may be interested, they hear other voices calling them. And I'm wondering, especially those kids, such as my kids, who were all born, in this area, some of these kids have never been to our native lands. And although we have a personal interest in our ethnicity and culture, and rightly so, because, I grew up in Puerto Rico, and I go back every year because I like the food, I like the music, and it's like going home. So to me, it's important. But I sometimes wonder to what extent we may be pointing our kids in a direction that they don't feel comfortable or not interested.
I don't think that it's mutually exclusive. I think what we try to do with the Hispanic Leadership Summit is celebrate our culture and our various cultures, but also help whether you're a young person, a high school student, a college student, or professional, realize that it's important to integrate. It's important to realize your potential within the opportunities we have here in the United States, whether it's business-wise, whether it's in government, whether it's in the private sector, the public sector, education. All those things kind of meld together, dovetail together very nicely. So we don't think they're mutually exclusive, but we definitely want to acknowledge where we come from, where we're going, and where we are.
And so you said that it doesn't need to be mutually exclusive.
Correct.
You can do both.
Yes.
I'd like to expand on that just briefly in that, from my own personal story and example, born and raised in the city of Camden, both Puerto Rican parents, Puerto Rican descent, and I've always classified myself as an American first, Puerto Rican second, but very, equal. I found these type of venues to be an invaluable and rare opportunity to continue to grow. Unfortunately, access to various resources, capital, opportunity from political levels and positions to and leadership to legal representation, we're very much underrepresented. So, this is not as much of a push, but a opportunity and a venue for common exploration and
you
sharing
touched on
support.
something that I wanted to talk about: political, values and necessities. Now, to what extent does the summit get into politics? I don't mean partisan politics, but I'm saying I mean. Impressing upon our people that it is important to exercise that privilege of voting. That's a privilege that we have in this country that a lot of other people around the world wish they had. Is that part of your agenda?
Yes, I'll tell you why. Because, one of the things that from us as members and we're on the board of directors, we want people to have access to these institutions, if it's just City Hall, or even if it's just in the Capitol, or even if it's just the White House. But also, to help the nonprofit, to learn about grants, how to get these grants from government, or even young people, when they apply for scholarship. So, this is great because we bring both the private and the public sector together, grassroots leaders, faith-based leaders. We even honor the veterans. And we actually, during the gala, honoring about 13 people. And it so happened, and I'm glad you accepted because you are one of the honorees, and we thank you.
I'm very honored,
we thank
very
you for 44 years, right in front of our living room, really educating us about what's out there with great information, great resources. So for us, we are really honored, and knowing that you accepted, congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you on the 20th of September.
Thank you very much. I plan to be there, and as you know, I've gone to all the previous summits that you've had, except I think I missed one because it was on the same day that I was recording the my show, but. I remember one year that you had scheduled Dan Cuellar to MC one of the portions of the program, and then couldn't do it because he had to work. So I pitched
at the 11th hour. You came in
for him.
You were, as always, professional.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Marisa, you have any thoughts on any of these things that we've been talking about?
I am more focused and geared towards our workshop. I think the educational piece of the summit, it's the most important to me. I do enjoy the cultural events. I love the end of the night when you just get to listen to that music and eat that food. But what I am mostly focused on are the workshops. I'm hoping that we are really educating or and providing the resources that are needed.
This is also an opportunity for business people
yes.
to exhibit their stuff, right? Because the summits that I've been to, you've had exhibits of different
We'll have
types.
kiosks and tables where different sponsors will be able to show the attendees what they have to offer the community, and also the business networking. I mean, we have professionals from every walk of life, from the private sector, the public sector. You'll have opportunities to start relationships, initiate relationships that in the future will help you on the business end or personally or professionally.
And if you watching it are getting excited about this summit, as we are, in 2 minutes, we're going to give you all the information you need to connect with the summit. We'll give you the address again. We'll give you a telephone number and a website, etc., etc. So hang in. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Get caught buzz driving, and you could do some hard time.
Craig, knock it off.
Sorry, Mom. It could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And that could set you back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Mission Control to Sadie. You there, Sadie?
Sadie here. What's the problem, guys?
There's some awesome space stuff coming your way. You better whip out your force field.
Sadie Houston, I got my force field ready.
You saved the world.
Your brain is always changing.
4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
With a little nurturing, our brains give the smallest stories the biggest endings.
On November 9th, 2013, Super Typhoon Haiyan devastated the Philippines. But through dark times like these shines something remarkable: perseverance. When disaster strikes, the World Food Program is there. You can help us provide emergency food relief to children and families desperately in need. Please make a donation now at wfpusa.org/emergency or text the word AID to 27722 to instantly donate $10. One small gift can go a long way. World Food Program USA.
Welcome back to Puerto Rican Panorama. I'm Diego Castellanos. Today we're talking about the Leadership Summit that takes place in New Jersey every year, and we have a panel of people who are putting this together, and we're telling you about it so that you may participate if you wish. And let's one of the things that I've noticed is you always have it on a weekend, like a Saturday, and I was told by one of your workers a couple of years ago that you do it on a Saturday so that people can attend, because most people work during the week, they're off on the weekend, and this is convenient for those working people to come and spend a Saturday with you. So
absolutely. Not only that, even if they want to spend the night, there's a hotel for accommodations within 5 minutes, just walking distance, the Marriott's. So it's very close if they want to spend the night.
Let's summarize. We've told people a lot about the summit, get them excited about it and interested, hopefully. Let's again summarize all the information that they need to have.
Sure. I get it, to really enhance the voice of the Hispanic community. So we will start off early in the morning with...
what I'm looking for right now is a full page on the screen that will give you, the viewers, the name of the summit and the date. It's on a Saturday, right?
Saturday, September 20th.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's going to be at the Glassboro University.
Glassboro University?
Yeah.
Rowan University in Glassboro.
Okay. The event is called the Hispanic Leadership Summit. It's on Saturday, September 20th at the Student Center of Rowan University. And that's located, if you have a GPS and you need to get there, is 201 Mullica Hill Road in Glassboro, New Jersey.
And it's from 8 in the morning till 11 at night. It's an all-day.
The
summit.
time, that's, yeah.
8 in the morning till 11 at night. 8 in the morning, 8 a.m.
Okay.
Until 11 o'clock at night.
Terrific. Okay.
Yes.
Now, if they want additional information that we haven't given them here, there's a number that they can call, and also there's a website.
Yes.
That's correct. They can call at the 856-541-1251 and ask for Jennifer. And our website is www.hispanicleadershipnj.com.
Terrific. Now, we only have a couple minutes left, but if there's anything important that we haven't touched on,
yes. I just wanted to add that we are a 501 nonprofit organization, 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we are looking for sponsors to come help and sponsor and help with the event.
Good point. And you brought up something that is really important too. We're telling people where and when or whatever. Is there a cost attached to the registration fee?
Per person, there is a $75 just to cover the 3 meals from the beginning to the end, as Jonathan said, from 8 in the morning to as late as 11:45 p.m.
Only have half a minute left. Any quickies?
Yep.
We're just excited that we're celebrating the 4th anniversary of the Hispanic Leadership Summit with our founder and spearhead every year is Assemblyman Fuentes, and really without his leadership this would not happen, and we just thank him for that.
Assemblyman Fuentes was a director of City Council in Camden for a while, and he has an excellent reputation for honesty, for devotion to duty, for friendship, et cetera, So I'm not saying that because he's sitting next to me, but because it's true.
It is very true.
Yes. And I think most of you agree.
And at the end, this is truly a partnership of hope, for the Hispanic community.
Yeah. Okay. I thank you so very much.
Thank you so much
for having us.
I'll see you then, of course. And you say, in addition to all the work, there'll be entertainment and cultural events and so forth. So I'm looking forward to it. I thank you all for doing this, and thank you for watching. Have a good day and a good week.
Ram has the best fuel economy. 6 miles per gallon better than Ford EcoBoost. That's 27% better.
Won't you follow me?
And right now, get the most fuel-efficient truck and a great deal during the Ram Labor Day sales event. Trade in your vehicle and get $8,200 in total values on Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4.
After 155 years, Philadelphia Zoo has an announcement to make. We're moving. Introducing Zoo 360, a one-of-a-kind trail system where animals roam above, beyond, and between habitats. So now, as you move around the zoo moves around you. Zoo 360, only at Philadelphia Zoo. Soar once more. Ride the Channel 6 Zoo Balloon, now in its final year of flight.
This summer, feel the love in a Jeep brand vehicle. With Cherokee's best-in-class 4x4 capability and class-exclusive 9-speed automatic transmission. Summer never felt so good, but it goes by fast, so hurry in and get a great deal during the Jeep Labor Day sales event. Now well-qualified lessees of competitive vehicles get low-mileage leases on these 2014 Jeep brand vehicles.
Up with Action News. Get the 6ABC Philadelphia Alarm Map.
The following is paid for and furnished by Hair Club for Men and Women. This station is not responsible for claims made in the following program.
When it comes to hair loss in women, the reasons why can be as varied as the women themselves. But there is one proven hair solution